is going on, guys? Your boy GMG here. We're back with the video, and holy shit, The Last of Us 2. I'm gonna talk about, my thoughts, breakdown on the trailer, and what I think may have happened in the span of the 5 years, which the developers kind of confirmed. So I'm gonna just break this whole thing down, how I think the game might pan out, right? So first things first, the developers confirmed that not only the game is in 4K, but the fact that this is 5 years after the initial game that we've taken place and that we've played, right? So at the time, Ellie was 14 and Joel was 48. Now she's 19 and I think he's 53. Yes, 5 years later. And where it takes place in this trailer, she's in a house with like dead bodies, and she has blood on her fingers. She picks up a guitar and she's playing this guitar. She's singing a song. And if you listen to this song, it's basically saying that I have no remorse, and anybody I encounter, I'm gonna kill. Anyone who comes near me, I'm gonna kill them. And she's gonna seek revenge, basically, right? This is the shit that makes me crazy a bit, because the way I think, I think so much ahead. Everybody's wondering whether or not Joel wasn't gonna be in the game, or if Joel will be in the game. Now, maybe I stopped listening to PSX, by the way, so if the developers did say anything else about Joel or Ellie and whatever I say right now, this was just a prediction of mine. So listen to this. I feel like Joel is dead, right? Y'all gonna think I'm bugging. I think two different things, but one of them is I think Joel is dead, because who else who's close to her that she seems like this type of person that she is, like she has this weird looking vibe to her, that she looked like somebody close to her was just taken out, and she just looks like she's out of it, right? And it was also confirmed by the devs that she is the main character of the game. Now, it's crazy because Joel enters the house, he has his pistol, walks into the room and asks her, "Are you sure you want to go on with this, kiddo?" And you never see his face. It's just from a side view. I think there's a lot of detail that goes into this that people just don't look at, but I look at it in such a way that I'm a weirdo. So I feel like that was like an illusion. And I might be bugging out. Y'all might be like, Ricky, no. But there's a lot of stuff I paid attention to. Now, in the first game, obviously, when they've killed someone or when something happened, Ellie was 14 years old. Ellie now looks very desensitized to just the body. So it looked like she just murked these people. And obviously, from, like I said, the song that she was singing, it seems like she was just so out of it. When Joel enters, once again, the door was already open. Therefore, she's just sitting down. When he enters, I guess he doesn't look at the bodies. He's just standing by the door, and he goes, "What are you doing, kiddo?" And then he goes, "Are you sure you want to go through with this?" Just like in a very faint voice. And I'm just like, his voice is very faint. And I'm just like, now I'm looking at it again like, yo, what if he's dead already? I'm not saying that they're going to start it already from 5 years, because what Naughty Dog likes to do is sometimes they'll put out their game and make you play a little bit of the past. They did that even with Uncharted 4. So they might let you play a little bit from between that 5 year span. Something may have happened, and now she's on her own. You might meet new people. So I think Joel is probably dead. You know what I mean? And she says, "When I find him, I'm gonna kill them." So I think that, who, what happened? I think Joel's dead. I think something happened. He was going to save her or something, and they killed him, or he risked his life, and that was just an illusion, or she was hallucinating or just bugging out, and that wasn't a real figure. I don't know. You gotta see, you gotta look deeper than this shit, yo. That would be fucking crazy. If that's not fucking Joel, if he's dead, and that was just more of an illusion of just him while she's there, because you don't see her looking back at him. You don't see any of that. You got to pay attention to all the movement. You get what I'm saying? He just walks right in, leans by the door. "What are you doing, kiddo? Shit, want to go through with this?" Hey, boy, you ain't here? I know I'm not bugging out. So there's a lot of questions that's going through my mind right now, and I have a feeling he's dead already. I have a feeling we're gonna play a little bit of when she's still 14, or maybe a little bit older, maybe a little bit older, where she could be on her own, and something's gonna happen with Joel, and he's gonna probably die, most likely, and then we see her now years later, or whatever, a couple years later. Well, now she's on her own. I feel like we're gonna get that. She looks like she's gonna be a badass. She looks like she has no remorse, no feel. No fucks are given now, and it looks like she's desensitized to all this shit. So I mean, you guys let me know, am I tripping? What do you guys think is gonna happen with this story? What do you guys think just from this trailer alone? Just pay attention to everything. This will be fucking crazy. And just the fact that the developer said that they were worried, they wanted to stop at one point, and then they said, you know, we took the time and we feel like this story makes perfect sense. Like we feel like it's the perfect fit for the story. There has to be some crazy shit going down. So I mean, you guys make the call. What do you guys think is gonna happen? What do you guys think at this current time what had happened? Because remember, that's not the beginning of the game. Nobody said that. But at what point does this happen in the game? Does it happen like after the fact that he dies, or is he still alive? What do you guys think? So drop your comments below. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll be back with more details when we hear some more stuff from the developers. This shit got me messed up, man. Shit got me messed up. I don't know. Remember, she was a little badass in the first one. Remember, she was out there gunning. When you was playing as her, she was out there. So I don't know if maybe something's tragic happens, but I'll be fucking hurt, man. That'll be crazy to me. But also, this gives more open opportunity if they even want to do a sequel after that, being that she's now the main person to play as. So, and in fact, she was never the main person in the first game, but once again, she was an important role. She played an important piece. She was the one immune to the fungus and the infection, and Joel was basically the person who was going to go bring it to the location where supposedly they were going to get the cure off of her. So it's just so much shit going on in my head right now. I'm so fucking hype. What if this man is dead? Like, bro, yo, this shit's crazy. Yo, you don't understand, man. Once again, drop your comments. It's your boy GMG, and I'm out of here. Peace.
Bands in my pocket, match the car color. Yeah, guess a nigga match that. I got the high score up in the gym, you know, nigga match that. Everything I do inside me.